Okay, friends, for math, we're going to continue to work on subtracting three-digit numbers with and without regrouping. So let's get out your dry erase boards, your markers, and your erasers. We have practiced the standard algorithm. We have practiced using the base 10 blocks. And we have talked about breaking it apart. But I think let's do a little bit of practice with that today. So with our problem, let's say 423. Leave some space over on the right side of your board too. We're gonna subtract 137. Okay, now we could just go through the standard algorithm, but let's break it apart. Remember how we break it apart in expanded form, like we're stretching a rubber band? So in 423, think about how you say that, 423. Remember how we've written problems like this before? 400 plus 20 plus 3. Expanded form. Let's also write 137 in expanded form. What are we going to write first? 100 plus 30 plus 7. But the thing is, we're actually subtracting those. When we're adding or subtracting, what place do we always have to start working in? In the ones. So I'm going to move over here to my ones. If I have 3, can I take 7 away? No. So I need to go next door here. Do I have enough to be able to borrow from here, I mean?
Yes.
So you're saying that I can borrow 10 from here?
Mm-hmm.
So if I borrow 10 from 20, what do we have left?
10.
We have 10 left. Now I'm adding that 10 because I'm breaking it apart, right? That's supposed to be a 0. I'm adding that 10 to this 3. So now how many ones do I have?
13.
So now I have 13 ones. Can I subtract 7 from that 13?
Yeah.
What is 13 minus 7? Write the answer down in the ones place. This is what I'm seeing that most of you have. Okay, let's move over to our 10s. If I have 10, can I take 30 away?
No.
No, so I'm gonna have to go next door, right?
Yep.
We're gonna borrow 100 from here, so that leaves us with 300. So that 100 that I took out has to go in with my 10s. How many hundreds am I taking out? 100, which is 10 10s, right? So if I'm saying I'm adding 100 to that, right? Except it's broken apart, but it's still 100. So if I had 10 and I add that 100 to it, I now have, oops, it thinks I'm still trying to erase. I now have 110. So it's like saying 11 minus 3. What's 11 minus 3? Looks like I'm seeing most of you with 11 minus 3 is 8, but it's in the tens place, so it has to be 80, right? Now, if we have 300 and we take 100 away, what do we have for our value in our hundreds?
200.
200. Okay, we have to put all that back together to give us our difference. 200 plus 80 plus 6 equals what?
286.
What we did here is just like what we would do in standard form, or the standard algorithm, excuse me. So we know that we can't start regrouping here because our larger number is on the bottom. Is our larger number on the bottom here?
Yeah.
Yes.
So in standard algorithm, we need to start over in the hundreds place. Is that like what we have there? So then that gives us 12 there. But can we subtract yet? No. We were saying that we had to take one more from here, and then that gives us our 13. All we did was break it apart. These are just different strategies to help you for like if you get stuck on a problem. All right. So 13 minus 7 is still 6. 11 minus 3 is still that 8, which is actually the 80. And then we have our 200 there. Okay. I want you to solve this problem the easiest way that it is for you to solve it. Show me where you're at with your thinking as far as subtraction with regrouping goes. Okay? 172 minus 156. I'm just gonna walk around and watch how you solve this. I'm not gonna do anything on the board right now. Okay, half of you showed it using base 10 blocks, and the other half of you just did standard algorithm. Okay, so let's do it this way. We'll do it both ways. So there's 100, there's 70, and here is 2. So 172 minus 156 is the larger top number on top here? No. Is the larger number on top here? Yeah. So I need to go next door because I don't have enough ones. So I need to go next door and borrow one from my tens. That now leaves me, oh, I thought it switched. That now leaves me with how many tens? 6. Now I took that 10 and I have to put it over in my ones. So I broken it apart and I'm putting it in with my ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now how many ones do I have? I had 2 and I added 10 more to it. So I have a total of how many ones now?
12.
Now I have 12 ones. Am I good to subtract now? All right. So if I take away 6 ones, let's get rid of them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we have left for ones? We have 6 ones left. Now I have 6 tens here. If I take 5 tens away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many tens do I have left?
1.
I have 1 left. Now, I have 100. Am I subtracting anything from it?
No. Well, yes.
100. So if I get rid of that 100, how many hundreds do we have left?
0.
Do I have to put a 0 there?
No.
Or can I leave it blank like that?
You leave it blank.
Okay, if you need to see that 0 there, go ahead and put it there. All right. Let's try another one. 380 minus 159. Show me the best way for you to solve this, the quickest way for you to solve this. What's that? Because the idea behind this is to keep practicing it, that we get so good at it that we just do standard algorithm. So if you're comfortable with just doing standard algorithm, do it that way. Okay, I'm still seeing a few people drawing the base 10. That's fine. So if that's the case, you have 1, 2, 3, 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are there any ones?
No.
No. Okay, if I want to subtract 159 from this, I have no ones. So can I take 9 away from that? No. Where do I need to go to get help with my ones? I need more ones. So where am I going to go for that help? Into what place?
10.
I'm gonna go over to my tens. So I took one of those tens out. I'm gonna take that 10 out also there. Now how many tens do we have left?
7.
There are 7 tens left. I have that 1 10 that I took out. Where does it need to go? Over in with my ones. So we break that apart. If I have 1 10 and I break it into ones, how many ones will I have now? I will have 10. Okay, so instead of having 0 ones, now I have how many?
10.
Now I have 10 ones. Now can I do my subtracting?
Yes.
Okay. If I have 10 ones and I take 9 of them away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops, I didn't mean to mark that one. How many do I have left?
1.
I have 1 left. We have 7 tens right now. We're gonna take 5 away. 3, 4, 5. How many do we have left?
2.
And we have 300s, but we're subtracting how many?
1.
How many do we have left?
2.
So our difference in that problem is 221. How many of you are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with standard? This is standard algorithm. Okay. Some of you feel like you still need some more practice with it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Remember yesterday when you worked with your partner and you used base 10 blocks and you did standard algorithm at the same time? I'm going to have you practice these problems. You're gonna just work with that same partner. Remember who your working partner was? Okay, so we'll start out with 674, and we're gonna subtract from that 248. Okay, you and that partner, talk about whether you need to use base 10 blocks, because some friends still do. And that's okay. You're gonna work together if your partner is still needing to use those to connect this together, okay? If both of you are comfortable with just standard algorithm, solve this one, and then you can come up with your own subtraction problems. I'm gonna be walking around. We're just gonna keep doing different practice problems like this. So Noah, have your mom come up with some 3-digit numbers that you can subtract from each other to keep practicing this. And you can use the base 10 blocks at home if you are needing to as well. Okay, any questions about this? Raylan? You're still gonna work together, because maybe then they can help you walk through each of those steps to make more sense. Okay? Any other questions?
No.